The night before they are to fight, Uhtred and Leofric meet one last time to talk to each other and apologise for what's about to happen. The following morning, they meet in the town square and prepare to fight to the death. However, the Danes have amassed their army outside of Winchester and are preparing to take it by force. Back in Winchester, Uhtred and Leofric fight each other with sword and shield, probing for weaknesses, but it quickly becomes apparent that Leofric is the better fighter. Their fight takes them up and down stairways, and with an assortment of weapons from swords and shields to spears and daggers. A commotion builds up as the Danes have now entered Winchester, and instead of continuing their fight, Uhtred and Leofric band together to survive and escape. They find an abandoned shed and decide to wait there until night when they can make their escape. Inside of Winchester's castle, Ethelwald has somehow not been killed and presents himself before Guthrum. He tells him that he is the rightful king of Wessex and that he will gladly bend the knee to him if he lets him live. And for one reason or another, Guthrum lets him live. Below where Uhtred, Leofric and Iseult are hiding, they witness a nun who is being absolutely abused by the Danes. Not willing to continue seeing this, they jump down and kill the Danes. Having killed off the Danes, they will have to make their escape if they are to live. Having escaped Winchester, the group now come across a group of priests who are being pursued by the Danes. They go to protect them, and it's a good thing they did. One of the priests ends up being Alfred, who has also just made his escape. Uhtred and Alfred talk, and Uhtred convinces him that he must send out his priests to his bannermen and tell them that he is still alive. Alfred agrees, albeit reluctantly. While they have successfully escaped, not everything is perfect. Alfred's son Edward is very sick, and there are Danish ships patrolling the rivers where they are sailing. Good news is on its way though. Alfred's priests have reached their destination, and men are on their way. Iseult goes to Alfred, telling him that she can save his son, but if she's going to do it, it has to be tonight, as tomorrow will be too late. So herself and Uhtred go about setting up a ritual. That night, Uhtred comes to Alfred to take Edward. While he is reluctant to let him go, he knows that if Edward is to survive, this could be the only way. And so, he puts his trust in Uhtred and Iseult. The following morning, Beocca and Wulfhere arrive before Alfred. Together, they go down to see if Edward has survived, and luckily he has. With his spirit now reinvigorated, Alfred decides to strike back at the Danes. Uhtred and Leofric lead a small group to attack a Danish patrol. They have their archers shoot towards the Danes, and after a few shots they have their attention. They fire one more arrow, hitting one of the Danes in the shoulder for good measure. With the Danes now bearing down on them, they let them get a little bit closer before they lead them through the fields of tall grass. Unlike the English, the Danes do not know the land, and they soon become bogged down in flooded areas. The English take advantage of this and open fire on them while they are disorganised. With the first battle won, Uhtred and Alfred watch as the Danish ships burn.